Namaste everyone and welcome to this morning yoga flow. In this morning session we will doing some Vinyasa flow, but we're gonna keep it quite soft so that you're just waking up. You don't want to do a whole session just yet. It's just great to get that stretch in the morning, to get that kick, to keep you going during the rest of the day. So as I mentioned, this session is going to be quite light. It's going to be great in the morning to do. It's going to give you a great stretch in your spine especially, so we're going to focus on the spine this morning as well. You'll not be needing any props this morning, so you can put your blocks aside, you can put everything aside. What I would recommend is that you maybe take a blanket, because the mornings can be quite cold, and especially if we've done a bit of a warm-up, it might be nice in Shavasana to cover ourselves up a little bit. Just make sure that by the end of this sequence that you don't fall asleep again. But if you keep this video on, that won't be a challenge. So without further ado, let's start this morning yoga session. So before we're gonna start, we're gonna put ourselves in a comfortable position on our mat, where you wanna use something like a pillow or a block to sit on, to raise your hips, to make them a bit more movable. That's all up to you. Then you can put your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And we're gonna focus a little bit on our breathing. So what we're gonna do is just bring our attention, our awareness to our breath. And we're gonna make sure that between every inhale and exhale, there is no pause. So the moment you start your inhalation like this, you don't stop, you immediately exhale. And this breathing is going to make sure that your body knows that it's morning, that you activate your body, that you don't go into this relaxation part of yoga. Of course, we want to have a little bit of relaxation, but not this deep relaxation that's quite similar to sleep. So we're going to keep it strong, we're going to keep it lengthy as well, so we're not making any short inhales and exhales, we're still lengthening our inhales and exhales. We just make sure that there is no pause in between the switch. Alright, and now that's done, remember that we're going to use this entire sequence, breathing sequence, during our yoga practice. So every now and then we're going to tune in to this breathing technique again. And now, if you'd like, you can bring your chin towards your chest. If you want, you can bring the hands together and then open your eyes. Gently adjust to the light again, and then raise your head back up. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers, and on the inhale, we're going to raise our hands overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to bend to the right side. Inhale, come up again. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, back up. And exhale, release. And at the same time, we're going to interlace our fingers again. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale back up. And then exhale to the left. Inhale, arms overhead. Then exhale, we're gonna bend forward with our upper body now. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, release the hands again. Yet again, we're gonna interlace the fingers. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale, raise the arms again. Exhale to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down with our upper body. And then inhale up. Now on the exhale, we're going to make a really small back bend. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Alright, very good. And then from here on, we're going to go into tabletop position. So, knees underneath our hips and our hands underneath our shoulders. And here we're going to do some slight cat-cow movements. So on the inhale, we're going to raise our chin, our tailbone tucks in, goes upwards. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring our chin to our chest, tailbones tucks in now. And then we're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One last time. Inhale, maybe you can even gaze to your ceiling. And then exhale, cat pose, last time. And inhale, we're going to come back to the center. And now that we're back in the center, this was just a preparation for our next movements. For our next exercise, we're going to raise left leg, right arm, and then on the exhale, we're going to bring our elbow and our knee together. So inhale, lengthen, straighten again, and then exhale. Bring elbow and knee together. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, and exhale. Last time. Inhale, and exhale. And on the next inhale, we're gonna bring everything on the mat again. And then we're gonna change sides. So now on the next inhalation, raise our left arm, right leg, and then exhale, we bring elbow and knee together. Inhale, straighten again. Exhale, bring back together. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten everything. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then one last time. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhalation, we put and the knees back together. And we go straight into child pose just for a minute. And for the next minute, we're actually gonna take a look again at our breathing. And we're gonna look whether or not we're using that method that we've been using before. So we're gonna see if we're still inhaling and exhaling in one sequence.
Alright, and if you've done that, if you've aligned yourself with your breathing again, we're gonna go off to the next pose. And with our next pose, we're gonna slide our chest in between our arms. And this way, we're gonna go into Cobra. So on the inhale, we're gonna raise our chest, our both feet come into the mat, even our legs. And then on the exhale, we come down again. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're gonna go up, but you're gonna look over our left shoulder now. And then exhale, we're gonna come down again. And on the next inhale, we're gonna look over our right shoulder. And exhale, coming down again. Inhale, left shoulder. Exhale. Lower your head again. Inhale. Look over your right shoulder. And exhale. Head in the mat. One last time. Inhale. Left shoulder. Exhale. Head on the mat. And then last time. Inhale. Right shoulder. And exhale. Head on the mat or floor. And then from here, you can bring your hands on top of each other and you can actually decide whether you want your forehead on your head or one of your cheeks on your mat. So for the first part, I'm going to put my right cheek on the mat and then I'm going to put my left leg in a 90-degree angle to do a half frog pose. And I'm going to be here just for a minute. This is a great exercise to open up that hip a little bit, and at the same time, it will release the tension in your lower back, especially after doing a cobra. It might be nice to go into this position. Alright, and then we can bring our legs back together. Of course, we need to do the other side as well. So now I'm putting my left cheek on my hands and my right knee is getting bent into a 90-degree angle. And again, 1 minute here. And then again, we both legs back together. And now we're gonna go over to bow pose. But because it's morning, we're not gonna go into a full bow pose, but we're gonna just do the half variation. Of course, if you've done both sides and you wanna go into the full bow pose, go ahead. We've had some warm-ups already, so your back is clear, your hips are clear as well. So you might be able to do it. I'm also gonna explain it to you just in case if you'd like to practice bow pose. But now we're gonna do half bow pose, and there are actually two options here. The first option is where you do the same side, so you bring your left arm towards your left leg, which is good for, well, basically in the morning when you're still waking up, you're still warming up, you had a full night's sleep, so your body is quite stiff.
So this is a great exercise for in the morning. If you're a bit more advanced or intermediate, or you're doing this sequence in the afternoon, you can bring your right arm towards your left leg. I'm going to do both, I'm going to show both of them, and then you can just choose whatever option you would like. So we're going to bend our leg now, and you do this in such a way that your foot is reaching towards your buttock. Then you take with your hand your left ankle, so this is left arm, left leg. So you take your ankle, and at the same time that you push your foot into your palm, you're gonna bring that shoulder up. So both movements are intertwined with each other. So the moment you push that left foot into your hand, your leg will come up, and at the same time your shoulder will open. So just to show you, this is the movement you would want to get. So you feel it in your upper leg, in your shoulder, and a little bit in your hip as well. And then we're going to release. And then immediately I'm going to change. So I'm going to put my right hand into my right ankle. And then on the inhale, I push my foot into my hand. And exhale, I release again. And then now for people who want to have the full bow pose, same thing, exact same thing. You bring both legs slightly towards your buttocks until you basically can't move them anymore. You bring both hands to your ankles. And then maybe here you can put your forehead on the mat to give you the full movement. And then on the next inhale, you're going to push your feet into your hands. And then exhale, you're going to release again. And then now, because this exercise brings a bit of a strain on your lower back, so we're going to release our lower back a little bit by doing the crocodile pose. And for this pose, you place your feet a little bit further than hip width apart, so like this, and then the inside of your foot falls inwards, so basically onto the mat, or as you can see, onto the floor in my case. Same options here. You can or put your hands you can put your forehead on your hands or one of your cheeks, and it doesn't really matter which cheek you prefer this time, just one of them is good enough. All right, and when you're ready, we're gonna turn ourselves onto our back, and we're gonna get ready for Shavasana, the last position for this sequence. And we're not gonna go very long into this Shavasana, because like I said in the beginning, this is a morning sequence, so when you wake up, and especially on a busy day when you have to go to work, this will fit perfectly, well, I hope it will fit perfectly into your schedule. So we're going to just do a 2-3 minute Shavasana now. And now you can even let go of that breathing we did before. We basically let everything go. We close our eyes.
And from now on, for the next 2 or 3 minutes, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to think about anything. You even don't have to remember to breathe. Our brain automatically sends signals to our respiratory system, and we'll make sure that we keep on breathing. So just completely relax, and I will bring you out of this meditation again in a couple of minutes. And then slowly bring back movements in your fingers and your toes, your feet and your hands, your arms and your legs. And if you want, you can stretch yourself completely if you'd like. And when you're ready, keep your eyes closed. You can bring yourself on your right side. And on your own time, slowly push yourself up again into a seated position. Then gently bring your hands together in front of your chest. Bow your head, chin to the chest. And you can gently open your eyes. Give them a couple of seconds, maybe even up to a minute, to adjust to the light again. And then raise your head. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you everyone for joining me in this yoga sequence. I hope you'll be having a great day, and don't forget, if you've liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like down below. If you have any questions, or if you want to see something in particular, if you want to focus on something in particular, please leave a message in the comment section down below. So, namaste, and I will see you next time.